Testing. Alright, yeah, we should be good to go now. Yeah, we're set to go. We're set to go. So there was actually an issue with OBS Studio and the mixers, but it's all sorted out now. Now let's try to catch up a little bit on what we've been saying so far here in the draft. So, what are your opinions so far on the Peanut Gallery drafts?
Which was the peanut gallery again?
They're blue side.
Alright, okay. I mean, I like the Sivir Cho'Gath combo. Like anytime you can pair Sivir with tanks is always a good time. Help them get in range to land their shit. But I also really like the Sedge pickup. Sedge is like a really strong jungler on this patch. So I don't know, they're about even in my mind.
Yeah, I do like the Janna Sejuani from the Toxic Kittens, as they are both pretty high priority picks. Janna, definitely one of those disgusting auto and sensor abusers, and I'm actually wondering whether or not they're going to go for that cheese strat with a Relic Shield on AD carry. But that aside, based on comps alone, I think that the Peanut Gallery has overall a stronger composition, seeing as Killer Z is on his comfort pick Syndra, and then we have Mother of Doges on Sivir, who they also typically tend to go for whenever it's up. And then when combined with the Cho'Gath, having something like Righteous Glory and Sivir Ultimate is just extremely strong to have in terms of team fighting and grouping.
Yeah, I definitely agree. I'm not really sure about the Ashe. Oh shit.
We see PP Fugnuggler picking up my boy, dude, Zilean. Alright, so I actually have seen Fugnuggler's match history with this champion, and I've got to say, not too impressed. But we're gonna have to see how he carries the champion this game, because I've seen some pretty glaring problems in his build paths, but maybe it's been resolved now. Can't really be too sure yet. But now on the blue side, Peanut Gallery has locked in Ari, which I'm assuming is a placeholder.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait,
Okay.
I'm not really sure about picking Janna Zilean with an Ashe. Like, you definitely want to hyper carry with those two champions, but
yeah, for sure. I don't think Ashe is going to have enough damage and turn when compared to other AD carries like say Tristana. I think there's a lot of better options. But then again, Zilean is kind of in an off role here as the AD carry, so we'll have to see what he can manage to do on that Ashe, and see maybe if they pick up a nice hyper carry in the top lane for Red Flame.
I wonder what this Ari is a placeholder for. Is it for jungle or top lane?
Yeah, I know HMTKD has been putting in some practice on that Trundle support, so
yeah, I think that'll probably be Trundle support, and then
right, so we do get dodged right back here.
yeah, I think that Zilean pick was sort of like he was like a pseudo counter pick to the Syndra, but they're really gonna be lacking damage on that team comp. Like,
yeah, especially
I don't know.
if it really is dependent on whether if Zilean can get ahead and get his mid game spikes early on, then he definitely does become a very strong force to be reckoned with. But assuming he goes even in this lane, there's going to be a lot of damage that Toxic Kittens is lacking as they transfer to mid game and late game fights. So now we're just waiting for this draft to go ahead and proceed through the bans we saw just before, and then we'll get some information on these placeholders. Also curious to see if that Akali is going to stay here in the top lane for Red Flame, as he was practicing some sort of pocket pick.
Oh yeah. He said one of his pocket picks was Darius, but
yeah,
I guess the other one was Akali maybe.
Could be Akali. Also heard a little bit on a potential Yasuo, but
Akali is Kled. Okay, someone in chat said Akali is Kled.
Oh, that is definitely a strong pickup, assuming Red Flame can do the champion justice.
Yeah, I haven't seen him play much Kled.
Yeah. Ooh, so it's a Trundle in the top lane. So that Ari must have been a placeholder for support. I see for you, Destrix.
So I guess it's just like Kled versus Sivir, whichever team presses R first.
Yeah,
I
there's
guess just
definitely
wins.
a lot of go buttons for both these teams in the Sejuani Kled, and then with the Trundle Pillar, the Sivir ults. There's a lot of options for everyone in this game.
Yeah, but I really do think at the end of the day, Red Flame's team is just gonna lack damage. I mean, I guess like Ashe late game isn't awful, but it's not like insane hyper carry status or anything like that.
Yeah, for sure.
Can you mute only one caster?
Yeah.
That's a
Fanter is a little bit toxic, but it's all
that's
good.
a
Sorry.
sub only
We
feature.
disregarded, but Ashe getting picked up once again, and now let's see what this support pick was in the end. Whenever this mother of doges guy, there we go. What's the support pick here?
Yeah, let's see.
Tarek.
It's gonna be Tarek. Okay.
So,
Actually, I like most of their comp, except for the Trundle.
yeah,
like Tarek's always
mm,
in a run of some comp with Sivir.
yeah, for sure. I don't actually know how Trundle specifically fits into this composition. Maybe they have some sort of plan or they practiced it, or maybe it's just a comfort pick for Rigel Q. But yeah, I don't think it offers too much in particular for the team, but in general, it gives them some pick potential. It gives some Duelin's presence in the top lane. He can match up to the Kled in the 1v1. So it could work out for them pretty well. But rounding out their composition with Tarek, I think, was a pretty good idea. It can help them sustain through a lot of fights with the ultimate and stall out a lot of the bursts that Red Flame's team might be able to put out with like the Zillion double bomb or Kled jumping in.
I mean, I guess like there's the interaction with Trundle R and the Sejuani passive where if he can like steal her resistances while she has all her bonuses.
Oh,
and,
that's actually pretty nasty. Yeah.
And then when her passive wears off, she like ends up in negative resists, and he has like fucking hundreds. But I mean, aside from that, I guess it's really just for the lane. It's not exactly a great like group and team fight kind of pick.
Right. So now we just gotta wait for this spectator delay and we can get into the loading screens and take a quick look at all the keystones and all that other information that could be useful for deciding how or making predictions on how these matchups will flesh out as the game starts. But now that we've gone over the individual composition strengths or goals, let's talk about the individual lane matchups. So, starting top lane to kick things off, we have Rigel Q's Trundle against Red Flame's Kled. So, how do you think that matchup typically goes?
I mean, Trundle doesn't really have many bad matchups, especially once he gets like Hydra. So, I guess I would probably give it to Trundle, assuming he's a competent player.
Right.
But you know, no guarantees on that front.
Things can always go down. But now moving down just a bit to the jungle between Destrix's Cho'Gath against Pringle's Sejuani. Sejuani, typically viewed as a counterpick to Cho'Gath, but I think it's all going to be based around execution and pathing in the most ideal way possible. In terms of their value gank-wise and transferring into mid-game to late-game, which one do you think provides more value for the team?
I mean, I think Cho'Gath's scaling is really insane. So, like, I think at some point Cho'Gath will outscale Sejuani, but I guess Sedge has more early gank pressure because her ganks are like easier to get off. She doesn't have to land like a skill shot, but I do think Cho'Gath will eventually outscale.
True. He always has that scaling health potential, and then his neutral objective control is monstrous, so we'll have to see how that plays out. Now, moving to the mid lane, we have Killer Z's Syndra versus Fugneller's Zillion. Also looking at the summoners here, we see Syndra opting for the heal rather than a cleanse, which I think is pretty interesting, considering Zillion does have that targeted slow, which can lead to an easy double bomb. Also mixed with Sejuani's stun potential, I think it's interesting decision to opt for something like heal instead of the CC reduction.
Oh, looks like we're about to get into game. This should be interesting. Yeah, I'm not sure about the heal on Syndra. It's a bit interesting.
Yep, now we're just gonna get black screened slightly here as we move into the loading screen and take a look at all the keystones.
Wait, they're saying you're a Zillion main? XD?
Oh, I am a Zillion main, but you know, we don't need to talk about that here. I'll just leave
Oh.
I'll leave my judgment for personal time with Fugnugler.
No, dude, hit us with the sick mechanics. Give
the
us some
sick
inside
mechanics.
information.
Some inside information. All right. Well, Fugnugler. All right. He didn't chicken out. Go for the DFT. All right. I like that. Now let's look at all the keystones. We got okay. So we got Grass, Fervor. Nothing too out of the ordinary here for any of the champions. Yeah, I think everything here is relatively standard, other than the heal on Syndra versus the mid/jungle matchup. But that aside, let's talk about this mid lane a little bit more and what PP Fugnugler can do with the Zillion. He did take TP, which I think is the right call here. It allows him to get early backs and get that catalyst and things like that to sustain against the Syndra in the laning phase, as he can get abused quite a bit by the range advantage that Syndra has with her Q and E and pretty much all of her spells. But one of the reasons I personally like taking Zillion into Syndra regardless of that disadvantage range-wise is the fact that he can nullify the one-shot potential that Syndra brings to the table with her unleashed power. So as soon as they hit 6 in the laning phase, the kill pressure that Syndra has on Zillion is fairly minimal, unless he's being ganked by Deserix as well, in which case they could chain CC upon his revival. But other than that, I think it's a pretty basic concept and matchup to understand, so now we're just going to wait for Xyleon's Toaster to load into this game, and we can finally get on with the starts.
Oh yeah, some people in chat are talking about Bonostone Taric. I mean, it's not awful, but I'm pretty sure Windspeakers is just way better.
Oh, yeah. Actually, now looking at that, I think... Yeah, I also agree with that. I think Windspeakers is risen in value on Taric recently because of that buff, where he gains a stack of Q when he procs his passive. Now that he has more consistent healing and can opt for coin for mana sustain, I think Windspeakers is much more available to him in the early game than it used to be. So I think the value of it should have risen. But...
I mean,
those
I guess...
Oh, go ahead.
I guess theoretically, if he's going Ardent, it gives him more ways to proc Ardent. So I guess there's that, but I don't know about Ardent Taric.
Yeah, it's something I've seen sometimes on Tarics. It's kind of based on preference. I do know that HMTKD likes to run it, so it could be good. But I'm just curious to see whether he decides to use it in this composition, which doesn't really have many auto attackers. Oh.
Compose League?
Yes. Let's see. Looks like it may have been just a false alarm. Oh wait, pause again. Let's see. Okay, yeah, it was. Okay, so yeah, there is a pause.
Red Flame's team is really just gonna lack damage. I mean, even if alright, let's say like Syndra, Ars, Ashe, and and then Zillion tosses the ult onto Ashe. Then they still have Cho'Gath art to kill Ashe again. I mean, and then after Ashe is dead, there's just no consistent DPS for them. I don't know.
I agree. They don't really have much damage at all. Like after Kled's W expires and like Zillion uses his first rotation of double bombs, they really just don't have much left going for them unless Xyleon manages to snowball through the spot lane.
Yeah, they're basically like purely a pick comp. Well, yeah, I mean they have to basically just look for picks, and but they're versed like Taric R and Sivir Spell Shield and stuff. So it's I don't know. It's gonna be an uphill battle for sure. Rat battle Corrin versus Tim. Go now.
Oh God, I don't know about that one, dude.
They also said put a sock on your mic. I don't know why.
It's a headset, dude. I don't have one of those professional fucking mics. Dude, they're dropping beats in chat. What is this? Here, I can take this piece of paper right here and... No, I'm not gonna do that.
Wonderful weather we're having.
Oh, yeah.
I'm actually still baffled by the heal on Syndra. Can you throw some insight at me?
I don't think there's much insight to be had. I just think that's a bad call on Killer Z. Or by Killer Z to take that Summoner spell into something like a Sejuani Zillion. I think that's a bad call.
Actually, I saw them going heal in mid lane in the LCS, but like recently in playoffs. But like the spell didn't get buffs or anything.
No. The spell is typically like acceptable to take on mid laners, but it's just the only reason I'm against it here is because of the matchup. Otherwise, I mean, you typically do see aggressive summoners on Syndra, but that's not really necessary considering you're against a Zillion who will just revive anyways if you all in. So, I mean, the heal in some aspects can pay off, but just the matchup is not suitable for that summoner spell. Do have about 3 minutes left on this pause. Maybe we can get some more information soon.
Holy, big beat Cloud9, 3-1. Rip. Spice got muted in general.
Really? Oh, looks like we might be getting some R's coming in here from Toxic Kittens, so hopefully we can get back into this game as soon as possible so as not to waste any more time delaying the playoffs.
Wow, how generous. They're offering 1 minute of their pause time.
Oh, that's pretty spicy.
I guess it's better than nothing.
Yeah. I do like that show of generosity here, just knowing that the value of these playoff spots is nothing to be scoffed at, dude. These guys, everyone wants a fair chance.
Yo, what the fuck? I will say if Red Team's gonna want to win this game, they're really gonna have to like take like an early lead with their pick based comp, like especially like utilizing their like level 6s and maybe like get a dive bot or something. Because
Mhm.
I really think if this game goes late and the gold is even remotely close, then blue team is just gonna win with a better comp.
Yeah. I mean, there's always potential for Toxic Kittens to step up in these fights and maybe get initial picks with the Ash Arrow or Zillion Bomb or Kled Ult, which can lead to like a 4v5. Oh, we are actually getting an unpause here. Alright, so we will finally be getting into this game. Starts and spreads will be coming out, but yeah, like you were saying, I think they have potential if the Peanut Gallery does mess up in these fights, but I think comp-wise, the Toxic Kittens needs to step up early game and take a big lead and commandeer the game from there.
Well, I guess Ash is still DC'd. Unlucky.
Yeah, definitely unfortunate situation for the side of Toxic Kittens here, but hopefully Ash will be reconnecting soon enough so we can get the most fair game on our hands as possible. It would be fairly sad to see a playoff team eliminated from eliminated from their chance at semifinals due to a 4v5. But early ward coming out from Destrux onto the Raptors will spot out Prungles starting there, so they will be able to track Prungles for the first couple minutes here and potentially predict a counter jungle or gank.
That's interesting. Killer Z trying to interrupt the Raptors, but I think
Right.
I'm not a big fan of Raptor starting Sedge. It's just like
That's
it's just so slow.
yeah, it was rather slow, and then that over aggression from Killer Z gets him chunked to like lower than 1/4 HP starting a lane against Zillion.
Yeah, he actually just fucked himself. What the?
Yeah, the lane
He didn't get a
definitely-
single Raptor.
Yeah, it was like a mix of indecisiveness and initial over aggression, which kind of led him to take so much damage from just the auto attacks of Zillion.
Sedge going for something cheeky. I wonder if she has an EXP Quint. No, she doesn't. No, still level 2.
Red Flame looking to mount back on Kled. He drops the Q, but the rope detaches and will escape with their lives. Both flashes expended in the top lane. That opens both teams up to some gank potential, and Sejuani looking to make the first move.
Wow, Sedge hit 3 just off leeching mid XP, so
He will be moving up. His
this
flash is
probably
available.
gonna be.
Will lead to a kill most likely. Yeah, the flash comes out. First blood going over to Prungles on that Sejuani. The cheese clear did seem to work out. Did lead to a bit of XP off of Fugnugler's lane, but given the first blood did happen, not too bad of a trade. And you can see it, even though Killer Z came into lane with such a really disadvantageous health bar, he did use both of his potions, but now Fugnugler did as well, and the trades and the HP bars are favoring Killer Z at this point.
In other news, Jana has 14 CS.
Oh, yes. Jana's definitely getting a bit of solo farm working towards the
Think about it this way: it could actually just be a strat to get Jana Ardent Sensor even faster.
Right.
Then Ash reconnects as soon as Jana has enough gold to buy Ardent.
Yes,
and they
that'd
just
be
Like Ashe is level 1, but they have Arden.
The instant free win from the Arden on Janna, but in the mid lane we did see Deserex move into the mid lane, pick up a kill onto Fugnuller. No flash was expended there, but the death still counted over in favor of the Peanut Gallery, but he does pick up Lost Chapter on his first back, which to me is interesting, but I'll just see how that goes for him later.
Wait, do you usually buy tier or?
Oh no, I go Roa first item.
Oh, Roa. Okay.
Roa and Timorello, but to each their own. We'll have to see. But with the disconnect from Xyleon on this Ashe, we're more likely than not going to see this bot tower fall like instantaneously. It already is looking like dangerously low. So that'll be a fairly instant gold lead heading over to the Peanut Gallery, which is sad to see.
Yeah, this is not looking too hot for red team. They really needed to like, or they really need to like get something done in the early game, but having a DC,
yeah,
kind of screws them over.
Definitely hindering them. Seems everyone in Elder League this season is getting a bit of a taste of the DC nightmare.
Yeah, dude, actually. It's like your internet's perfectly fine right up until game time.
Right, yeah. Always has to cut out the most inopportune moments. I saw it happen to your team, it happened to my team as well.
Unlucky.
Yeah, feels pretty bad, but regardless, the show must go on. Now Prungle's clearing a bit of vision here in the bot lane from HMTKD, but it will get cleared right back out.
Corin, go to your local Ground Zero Radio Shack and go through the rubble and find a mic. Dice 2017.
Jesus Christ.
Red Flame.
No mana on Rigel Key here. Not gonna be much for him to do.
Yeah,
the
mana for
ultimate
R,
comes out.
Huh?
Pulled back, but he has the pocket pistol, and there he goes. Picked up a kill solo against Rigel Q. Red Flame taking advantage in that top lane.
I guess we're just 3v2 laning bot now.
Yeah, of course. What else is there to do? Just get that first tower ASAP, but Prungle says, well, no, never mind. He says nothing as he
yeah, I think, yeah, that's gone.
Luckily enough, though, for the red team, Red Flame is getting some damage on this top tower. Won't be nearly as much as what they've done in the bot lane so far, but maybe he'll be able to trade this back soon enough and get his team some map pressure and gold.
Yeah, solo gold into the Sivir. She's gonna have almost the whole item when she backs.
Gets blurred away, but Red Flame is determined to get this tower as we see the legendary reconnect from Xyleon. But now a fight in the top lane. Red Flame does not have his W available. Tries to get the remount and flash away, but he does go down in the end. And meanwhile, in the mid lane, Prungles and Fugnuggler combine their CC to take the life of Killer Z. And it seems like there's things going on all across the map as the bot lane and jungler of the Peanut Gallery move to take the Mountain Drake here.
That's the classic Red Flame, dude. Get a solo kill, TP back to lane, get solo kills.
Of course. He didn't actually back after getting that kill as he went for the tower.
Okay.
But
yeah, I guess he just greeted for the turret there. I'm not really sure why Killer Z died. He was like over near Red Side's Raptors again.
Right. Should have been relatively safe in that mid lane, but I guess he did over-aggress for some vision. Also did not opt to use that heal.
Yeah, I think he was dead either way there. But.
Yeah, but he did use his flash, so kind of curious. I wish I could have seen how that went completely, but Prunkle's getting a bit stalled out by the Krugs. Oh, it seems like Fugnuggler splitting up his build for the Lost Chapter and the Catalyst of Aeons. So it looks like maybe he will go for the Roa Morella Nobcon, but wanted to just mix up the build a little bit.
I mean, as far as components go, I think Lost Chapter is actually probably one of the best just in terms of mana regen.
Oh yeah, I definitely agree.
Yeah, 20%.
Yeah, the early
on
regeneration
level up.
is
Yeah.
really nice, and it's cheaper, so assuming he went back with not enough gold, I could see Lost Chapter being a relatively smart buy on his part.
It does. Yeah, it does delay your roll up by a fair margin though. So
Yeah. But with both the mana regen items going over to Fugnuggler, Prungles does find himself able to get his own blue buff. So it's a nice spread of resources overall.
and I'm actually really surprised. Jana's not even at Ardent yet. But I guess actually like CSing disables the support items, so he doesn't get like
Yeah.
that much gold from being.
And on top of that, if you last hit the minions, you don't get the coin drops, I don't believe.
Yeah.
So it's more like he just traded CS for his whole starting item. Flash comes out from Destructs as the fight breaks out in the top lane. Red Flame pops, charge, does get dismounted, goes for the remount now, misses his Q.
What was that Jana ult?
Jana ult pushes everybody away. Now Prungle's jumping in deep, may find himself a bit too far in, gets silenced as the exhaust comes out onto Q on the top side of the fight. Prungles does get blown up by Killer Z. And everyone's getting pretty low here. Red Flame looking for a kill return on a Mother of Doges. He will be revived by that Zillion ultimate, gets stunned up instantaneously, taken down by Killer Z. The flash jump coming out from Rigel Q does get body blocked by his own pillar. Charging a bit too deep, will take the tower shot. Will he die? No, as the Tark shield and heal comes out to save his life. But the 5-man advantage here for the blue team. No one actually did die as they now look to pressure out this tower and take one for themselves here.
Killer Z? Holy. Yeah, I think Shockwave is trolling a bit or lagging. I don't know. That ult was.
Yeah, definitely a few questionable decisions throughout that fight, but despite the missed abilities there at the end by Killer Z, he did play that fight pretty well, getting off all the AoE damage he could, and now we see Xyleon getting a few tower shots tanked in this 1v0 lane.
Dude, he's scaling.
He's picking up some CS, which is nice to see. He's at level 5. Luckily, he does have the catch-up XP, so he might not be completely counted out of this game, though he's definitely behind on gold. Xyleon looking to solo out this Gromp. It's a battle of the ages. Looks like he will be able to do it. Unless it resets. Oh, borderline, but it does pick up some sick gold for himself.
That's Ash level 6, and we're getting close to an Ardent, so I could see some sort of comeback coming in here maybe, but...
Yeah, and luckily Xyleon opting for the Essence Reaver build, going the utility route instead of trying to stack up damage. I like to see that after such a strong setback. But as of now, we see the bot lane of the Peanut Gallery now just constantly pushing mid as the top and bot towers have been taken out. All they have left to clear is that mid tower, and then they'll have a lot of options regarding map pressure, but Xyleon's level disadvantage puts him in a dangerous spot, but Pringles comes to save the day. Riley Q now getting 2v1, now it's 3v1 as the shield comes out from Jana, stunned up, but didn't last too long. Let's see if he can get out of this one. Looks like the slows are coming out from Xyleon. Does get turned around on. Will not die as he flashes back into the monsoon from Jana, and that's a kill picked up on the Ashe of all people.
These Jana ults are borderline assisting enemy team. Blowing his own 80 carry splash with that shit. Big yikes.
Definitely some big yikes here.
I mean, I think...
Oh, go ahead.
I think at some point Trundle will just start to win out over Kled, but I mean I guess he's pretty far behind at this point. Well, yeah.
Well, they're pretty even in terms of top lane because of the assists, the assist on Reggie Q, but
I don't like. There's no need to send him versus like Ashe there. I think they should just keep sending him versus Kled, and at some point he'll just start to outscale.
Yeah, but we did see Peanut Gallery did make a move onto that Rift Herald. Did pick it up without any real contest and then throw it over onto Deserox's Cho'Gath. Maybe he'll be looking to get some sideline pressure, or they'll just group up and look to brute force down mid lane or something to get some map control.
Yeah, big shout out to Dytex for donating 1 bit to the stream.
Thank you so much, Dythex, for the generosity.
Your donations are what keep our stream alive.
Yeah, we need all the help we can get to keep our streams and our leagues running smoothly. But free kill picked up onto Shockwave as the CT chain comes out. Now looking to take this Ocean Drake, and Killer Z putting a bit of pressure onto the Toxic Kittens blue buff as well.
This will be the second Drake for blue team.
Yeah, definitely setting themselves up for success in the mid game. And at points like this, when you don't see too much snowballing coming out of the Toxic Kittens composition, you have to wonder how long they'll be able to survive when they're getting out pressured by pretty much every champion on the map that Peanut Gallery has. Looks like a potential.
Yeah, falling behind against the comp that outskills you is typically not a good time, in my humble experience.
Yeah. Do get some nice mid damage off, but Killer Z drops the unleashed power onto Shockwave, gets revived by the Fugnuggler's ultimate, but Red Flame coming in with the charge, dashes back out instantaneously, but he speeds in with the Zillion Time Warp. Stun coming out onto HMTKD, here comes out from Mother of Doges, but it does survive so far. Red Flame gets dismounted as Shockwave drops the Monsoon to ult everybody away, but Rigel Q picks up the Chomp as she flashes away for the kill. So far, a 1-for-1. Now Rigel Q flashing on with a Chomp, slows down on Xyleon, but the double bomb comes out from Fugnuggler. The Rupture does manage to kill off Xyleon, however. And now, it's a 2-for-2.
I'm not really sure what that dash backwards after the Kledar was. That was
maybe just a bit of indecisiveness. Not sure if his team was going to follow up or if he had the strength to go in on that play all the way, but regardless of that, we did end up at a 2v2. No mid tower was taken by Peanut Gallery, though. So, just an even trade so far.
Yeah, this Cho'Gath still has like an insane amount of room to scale. He's three of his stacks have been from Dragon and Rift, so he can still consume. I think like he can still consume 4 more regular minions, and they'll still kind of stack. So.
Right, he has a lot of HP scaling to do, and when combined with that Cinder Hulk, you can only imagine how big Deathstrike is going to get in these later fights.
Yeah, I hope to see like a Righteous Glory from him, second item. That like coupled with the Sivir R, it's really good on Cho, since you don't really want to like just have to. You don't want to like try to just hit your skill shot like out in the open. You want to be able to just like run up in their face and get your E slow off, and that makes hitting skill shots easier.
Running at them as Cho'Gath, definitely a very scary sight.
And even Trundle can, like, I wasn't really thinking about it, but Trundle can kind of fit in this comp, even in 5v5s, just based off like the sheer amount of move speed, and
for sure,
run at them they can get. So
yeah, he's not going to have too much holding him back, other than like the obvious hard CC that that Toxic Kittens have on their team composition. Like, the amount of move speed that Rigel Q has to work with in these fights is actually monstrous. When you have like a champion like Trundle who does so much damage and can heal so much consistently running at you at top speed, then it's pretty dangerous. Double bomb on the Scuttlebug though does damage Rigel Q quite a bit. Pringle's not able to connect with that ultimate, or that knockback, but the ultimate spell shielded away by the Mother of Doges, but the bear trap on a hook.
Bear trap on a rope.
Bear trap on a rope. Yeah, my bad. Words are hard, dude. Bear trap on a rope does pick up Mother of Doges in the end. Prungle's maybe looking a bit caught out here, but he does have Fugnuggler and the rest of his team by his side.
Oh my god.
The explosion onto Xyleon, but the shield from Shockwave combined with the heal from Xyleon keeps him alive.
Oh
The flash smite, but the W does not connect, but the stun from Killer Z does take down. Oh, Shockwave, as Deserex picks up the kill credit for that one. Now with the mana advantage.
Fashion, he dies for his ADC.
Yeah.
At least his John ults have been a bit better lately.
Yeah.
That's fine, at least, I guess.
I'm
really surprised that heal saved him from that Syndra R.
Yeah, I thought it would do much more damage, considering he has about 45 magic penetration as well.
Yeah. And Grievous wounds on the heal too, so...
Yeah. The more you know. Maybe you don't get one shot by Killer Z's Syndra ult every time. There's a chance.
I think it was Janna E plus Summoner heal barely saved him.
Alright, this mid tower will finally get taken down. Peanut Gallery has opened up quite a bit of the map, and now they have a wave bot lane to play with. Maybe looking to get some bot side jungle and tower control there.
And here's Returnal. Yep, here's Returnal sets to win.
So much. He's got the Tabbies, he's got the Ravenous Hydra, and then he's got the Grasp of the Undying, so he's just healing back all the damage Returnal can put out. Oh, but the stun comes out onto Killer Z, the Target Gold comes out. Will it save Killer Z? It does work in the end, but a huge burst of damage AoE. Xyleon gets taken down, Red Flame Evolve runs in with the Zillion ult available. Bar is charged up, gets a Janna shield, very close to remounting here, but now Peanut Gallery has all the tempo they need to take out this tower without any casualties.
Just the Sivir Turret comp, XD.
Ooh. Pillar combined with the Rupture burns out Shockwave's flash. Looking to pressure this next tower. Looks like it did go down. Now the Rupture not connecting onto Janna this time, but they will have the free inhibitor and they can back out knowing that they absolutely penetrated Toxic Kitten's base.
You just had to use penetrated, didn't you?
Yeah, dude, it's been penetrated. They've pierced the wall.
Yeah, there's pretty much there's no win condition for Red Team at this point. It's over. You might as well FF go next. Like, even if Ashe hadn't DC'd, I definitely would have given the odds like 80-20 or 90-10 even to Blue Team, just based on the comps alone. Like, tank comps with Sivir, just like group up and run at them, are just so strong in this meta. And Red Team just didn't draft anything to deal with it at all. They just drafted like no damage, not much scaling.
Like, they drafted Peel in the Janna, Zillion, Sedge, but then they realized, wait, we have no more damage.
Yeah, so you're peeling for an Ashe.
Yeah, who did ultimately DC, so he didn't even have the opportunity to get that scaling in. And I mean, yeah, it is hard to see Peanut Gallery making the amount of major mistakes they'll have to make to lose this game, but we'll just have to wait and see and decide whether or not, or we'll have to see how they decide on their macro plays. And based on what I've seen so far, it has been pretty well played by them. But now they're looking to get some vision control around this Baron as the bottom inhibitor is opened up. Pretty nice double bomb, but not too much will be gained out of that.
Wow, it looks like Tarek did end up going for the Ardent. That's interesting.
Yeah, he did. So, I think with Trundle and Sivir, it has some pretty good value, and when you're snowballing in this fashion, then it turns out to be a pretty useful item because you get out so much bonus magic damage that it's just not even funny. Oh, we got some sick vision from Xyleon coming out from that hawk shot. Launches it about 10 centimeters in front of him.
He's nuts, bro.
Pain's coming out onto the Baron.
Dude, they don't even need to do this. They can literally just start it, I think. They have Cho'Gath secure, and even if Red Team comes, they can just turn off and fight. That's what Sivir R is for, XD. Or not.
They've been discovered at the Baron, and they definitely are looking a bit shaky. They don't want to throw this game out of their hands. Would be fairly hard to do, but
that's where you just press Sivir R, but
yeah, I mean, I definitely think they have the potential to brute force in these team fights, and Fugneller's looking somewhat dangerously low on mana as well, so it's not like he's going to be able to get off too much double bombs or ults in this fight. So they are moving upwards to get this outer top tower, which I think is the right call. Opens up the map a bit more, pushes in the Toxic Kitten squad, and they won't really be able to answer Baron as easily as they could have now.
Yeah, I think at this point they should just like leave Trundle top, set up Baron, and if red team comes, then they just press Sivir R and just win the game. XD.
Yeah, it should be fairly easy turnaround for them with the Sivir ultimate. But it looks like they're just dead set on looking for these picks at the moment.
Like I think the only way that red team can possibly get back in this game is a pick onto Sivir. But like you're going through Spell Shield and Terakar, so it's just
yeah, getting a pick with when Mother of Doges has this kind of composition surrounding him.
Yeah, it's actually
is actually just ridiculous. But they are starting up this Baron. They've been spotted out, but they're about halfway through, so it looks like they will be committing for this Baron once and for all. They have the Cho'Gath ultimate available to them.
What the?
Knock up comes out onto Deathstrux, and the red team managed to smite it away. The ultimate comes out onto Prungles as he flashes to safety. The Baron was now finally secured. Can they escape with all the buffs, though? That is the question. Now, Rigel Q running in with the Mother of Doge's speed up. Monsoon comes out, but the pillar comes as well. Shockwave flashes over the pillar. Rigel Q follows over, but not much team to follow up with him. Prungles does get taken down in the end, but Rigel Q falls before the Terran ult can help him. Xyleon gets one-shotted as well, and now Red Flame's left here dismounted, and his dreams are being shattered in front of him.
Yeah, not sure how red team got that Baron with Cho'Gath R.
Yeah, Cho'Gath got knocked up right as Baron got to about 2k HP, and then it got bursted, and I think Prungles just hopped in with the smite real quick, styled on him a little.
I mean, Cho'Gath smited like super early. I think he should have. Yeah. I guess he was expecting to get, because you can get CC'd and.
Oh, the double bomb comes out onto Deathstrux, and he does get taken down instantaneously. The charge, though, coming out from Red Flame Evolved, connects onto HMTKD. Double bomb follows it up, and he gets taken down by the Thunderlord's proc from the auto. Speed up coming in from Red Flame Evolved. The Ash Hero flashes in a straight line, stunned up, and looks like he will be going down here once and for all. Shut down for Red Flame Evolved.
God Emperor Killer Z flashes in a straight line away from the arrow.
We all have those dirt moments. Feels bad, man. Wild Turtle Flash. But Mother of Doge's spell shielding up, but he does end up getting himself sealed. Oh! Flashes out though after that stun expires, and he will find himself safe for now. Now returning some huge damage onto Prungles along with Q. That's a kill picked up from Mother of Doges, now 3-1-6 on the Sivir. Slows coming out from Xyleon, but the pillar soon to come out of Rigel Q will seal his fate as no flash or heal is available. Oh, but Gianna comes in with the save. Shield comes out. Xyleon putting on his dancing shoes, kites backwards, but no kill picked up in the end.
Wait, Red Flame?
Whoa. Sick flash from Red Flame, but the Righteous Glory is available for Deathstrux. Dismount, but looks like Deathstrux doesn't have much damage, does manage to remount, and Red Flame should be safe here as long as he doesn't get collapsed on too hard.
Oh, wait, what the fuck?
Meanwhile, in the bot side jungle, Mother of Doges gets picked off by 3. Red Flame tries to Q over the wall, GA gets popped, no flash available, and he's getting gangbanged at the moment, so it looks like he will fall to the likes of Killer Z, now 6-2 on a Syndra.
That was like the luckiest dismount right as the Cho'Gath rupture comes in and he's untargetable, but I guess he
just was not enough. Didn't have the damage to take down Deathstrux.
I think he could have tried to like keep running up, but I don't know. Cho'Gath also trolling using the R on GA.
Oh yeah.
On GA, but
no stack coming out for him. Feels bad. Toxic Kittens have an advantageous bot lane push, but after this dragon goes down, yeah, Mother of Doges looking to clear that now.
Yeah, I'm not really sure why Sivir keeps like splitting by herself in mid lane. That was a bit troll. You just want to constantly group with your team on that champ.
Yeah. Oh, Asher comes out on Killer Z, but the Banshee's Veil absorbs that one. Now the Sedge ult coming out, followed by the double bomb. Killer Z will get picked off by Toxic Kittens. Attempts to return a kill onto Xyleon, but the Zilean ult does come out to save his life there. Red Flame connects the charge onto Deathstrux, but gets pillared out. Prungle's looking to follow up with some damage. No CC to be had there though, so looks like Toxic Kittens are looking for a return push on mid lane, and this is kind of looking a bit worse for the peanut gallery. They Toxic Kittens are making some return plays, getting the picks they need to get some objectives finally on the map.
I mean, Blue Team's combo is just so retardedly simple to play. They just have to group as 5, but Killer Z face checks a bush there. Like, I don't
The
know
Taric
what
ult
he's
does
thinking.
not manage to save him, and Mother of Doges did not have the ultimate available either. So it looks like the tier 2 mid lane tower will be going down as well. Production coming out from Shockwave, heals up just a bit. Now looking to reset the map, spend all the gold they've been gaining here in this mid lane push.
Alright. CC doesn't stop smite? Yeah, I know. I wasn't saying CC stops smite. I was saying, like, Cho'Gath is going for the smite R combo, and, like, CC can stop you from Ring on Cho, which I guess is what happened, but...
Yeah, Cho got, I think, knocked up by a Gianna Tornado, which stopped him from casting the ultimate. So he was not able to secure it the way he thought he would have. Which led to the steal from Prungles.
It's still super troll, though.
Yeah. Bit like this Trundle pick.
Yeah, I'm not sure about the Triforce. I mean, I don't know. Blue team just needs to, like, group up and stop inting one by one, and they should still be fine.
The picks that they're offering up, they're like serving themselves up on a silver platter for all these Ashe ults followed by Sedge ults. Like they feel safe in the arms of their Banshee's Veil or like the Spell Shield from Sivir, for example, but they seem to be lacking awareness for the fact that they have multiple forms of single target CC, which can be chained together after the Banshees or Spell Shield is taken out. So I think once they start respecting that a bit more, oh, looks like the Chrono Shift does come out. Saves Shockwave. Yeah, not enough balls stacked up by Killer Z. He does get stunned up, double stun now, but the Taric ult comes out, keeps everybody safe for now. Looking for a stun, but it did not connect on Xylia. Now speed up comes out. Prungles gets shielded up by Shockwave, and nothing results from that small little fight there. Killer Z is stunned over the wall onto Xyleon. The feast comes out from Deathstrux and one-shots him. Now the redemption comes out, and so much damage going on between the tanks here. Prungles will be the one to fall in the end, though. Now Red Flame looking to get dismounted, but can't be disabled as the Taric stun comes through. Now Fugna looking to get some return damage with these double bombs, but nothing really comes out of it just yet. Red Flame very dangerously close to getting dismounted, but he keeps baiting his team, baiting the Peanut Gallery squad into getting these double bombs. There's so much damage coming out, but the exhaust comes out. The Chrono Shift is available again. He's close to remounting, but I doubt he'll be able to get it here. Yeah, he does go down in the end to Killer Z's unleashed power. And the bot lane
once Ashe dies, that's like most of your DPS. I mean, Fug was still hitting good like double bomb combos, but
yeah, the double bombs were adding up and doing a lot of damage, but in the end, there was just not enough consistent DPS to end up like resulting in any kills.
Yeah. I mean, Blue Team really wants to reset for Baron here.
Yeah, they definitely should have the ability to pressure out this Baron again, and assuming they don't misplay with the tools they have to secure this Baron, I'm sure they'll be able to get it with the bot lane.
Actually, they maybe could have walked straight to Baron with Red Flame dead for 20, but it's too late now. They should just reset.
Yeah, just a bit of hesitation coming out. Blue team does get a reset, and Prungles looks to clear some vision here away from the Peanut Gallery. Looking to get as much control and vision on this Baron as possible so they can prepare themselves as Red Flame pushes out bot lane as best he can.
I wonder if Sivir's going to end up going for the 100% crypt build.
Oh yeah, I'm interested to see if he'll do that as well. Is looking like he has, what is that, 40, 70 now?
It's 80%.
What's that?
80%, and then if he gets one more attack speed item, he'll be at 100.
Oh, I thought ER was 20.
That's 20. Am I retarded?
Oh yeah, yeah, it's 70. It's 30, 20,
It's
20.
70. Wait, okay. So if he gets one more attack speed item, he'll still be at 100.
Yeah,
but
one
attack
more
speed item
zeal
is
item,
good.
but yeah.
Yeah, zeal item is good. 30.
Saber Ult and Righteous Glory is popped up here. Deathstroke's looking to charge down the middle lane and get a pick up, but the Rupture does connect, and the stun from Tark gets pushed away by Shockwave's Monsoon. Double bomb from Zillion gets onto 4. Tark Ult is coming through, but Rigel Q did fall in the end. Now Red Flame on the flank looking to pick up Mother of Doges, but he does get pushed back by Syndra's E. Did flash in to get the bomb off on the Sivir, and now HMTKD dangerously low. Has to run away, but does not look like he will be able to escape from that Zillion.
They really needed to preempt that Taric ult there.
Oh, for sure. Now the stun comes out onto Killer Z, and it looks like this will be another kill picked up.
Oh, traded.
Oh, traded.
Still won't matter though.
Yeah, it doesn't look like much will come out. Zalion flashes forward, and Shockwave throws a little gust of wind for that last hit on the kill. Now looking at this Baron, Ballin is getting pushed in, so Fug has to answer that, but with Xyleon and Red Flame, I'm sure they'll be able to clean up this Baron without any contests. Mother of Doges coming up in about 5 seconds, but Baron should be an easy pickup.
Man, Zillion's actually doing some nuts damage. I might have underestimated his late game damage, but I mean, it's also just blue team is just like
they're all clumping up on minions,
yeah,
which allows, like it makes it so easy to land these double bombs, and Bugnuller's just tossing them out left and right. He did opt for the ideal Zillion build as well, so did change his ways.
There was no real need for them to like force that mid turret there. What they really want to do is just like start up Baron, like bait it, and then when the enemy comes to check, they just press Sivir R and run at them.
For sure. Now Elder getting started up actually by Toxic Kittens. Maybe a bit greedy after that Baron play, but Red Flame is able to dive into the backline. Just decides to leave Mother of Doges as she is. His mount will soon come off, but the Tark R saves some damage for now.
Sivir, oh my god.
Sivir not able to take out Shockwave, but Rouse Q will finish the job. Now another huge double bomb coming out from Fugnugler as Killer Z drops a stun of his own. Pillar kind of obstructing his own team a little bit, but Prungle's on the backside looking to do some damage, but looks like he will die alongside Deserux. Now HMTKD's picked up by the likes of Red Flame evolved. Yeah, Prungles did survive, and Razuki will go down as well. That's an ace in favor of Toxic Kittens.
That was a perfectly timed bomb right as the Terracar wears off and fucking deletes Sivir.
Yeah, in the arms of Targold, everyone on the Peanut Gallery squad felt safe in the team fight, but as they clumped up, Bugnuller's like, oh no you don't, and he drops the double bomb, getting huge amounts of damage and CC off. So the Elder will be secured as Red Flame goes for that inhib tower in the mid lane. With that wave, it looks like he'll be able to get that inhib as well without much contest from Doges. Yeah, he does get that inhib, and he should be able to back out with no problems. And Azure will actually see him coming down the mid lane, maybe able to connect.
No spell shield, no spell shield. Oh, okay.
Oh, does connect on Tarek though, so no potential stun coming out. Red Flame will slide out of there. Pretty safe for now, but the Righteous Glory from Deserux combined with the Rupture dismount stops the CC, but a stun comes out from Tarek. It gets beasted.
Using R.
Comes back alive on that GA. Almost able to remount, but not quite. He does get taken down by the likes of Cho'Gath. And how do you feel about the tides turning so far in this game?
I mean, I think it's purely off the back of Zillion, but I'm like baffled that he's just finding like perfect double bombs. I guess it's just blue team playing fights a bit wrong, but
yeah,
it's actually just nuts.
I think the positioning in these fights by the Peanut Gallery is pretty poor. They're clumping up so often, allowing Zillion to get so much damage that just should not be happening.
Yeah.
And again, another huge bomb that's like gonna half health Killer Z now. Deserux is getting dangerously low as well, and unlike the Toxic Kittens, he doesn't have a revive tool, and Raijaki now caught out in the middle of their team. Tarko comes out, but he just baits HMTKD in for another double bomb. Gets chunked out by Oh, gets chunked out himself, and now Killer Z, another double bomb comes out. Killer Z is taken down by Xyleon. The last hit comes through. HMTKD. Charge comes out from Red Flame Evolved, and going on to Mother of Doges will not connect right away, but the flash forward comes out from Prungles to follow Mother of
That's
Doges.
game.
And another bomb comes out from Bugnuggler, and it looks like that will be game as the death timers are ticking for the blue team. Killer Z, Rigel Q, Mother, they're all down other than Destrux, who does not have much to offer in terms of defense.
I am truly baffled that they managed to lose this game.
Yeah, I agree. I don't think this game should have been lost by any means by the Peanut Gallery, but we'll have to move on to the next game and see how they adapt in their draft and play. Curious to see if they actually view Zilean as a big threat now and they'll ban it away, or maybe they think they just played bad this game and they'll leave it up.
I'd expect the Zillion ban to come on. I mean, Fug was just doing insane amounts of work. If you look at the damage charts, it's gonna be all him. Ash was doing actually just like nothing compared to Zillion in those late game
Oh, for
fights.
sure. There was some extremely well played fights coming out from Fugnuggler. So let's get here on these damage charts. So yeah, the damage charts were topped out by Syndra, but Zillion on the Toxic Kitten squad did put in all the work. Ash,
Yeah, 15k more damage than Ash.
yeah. Coming out of a supportive mid laner like Zillion too, I think that's really just insane play coming out from Fugnuggler mixed in with the poor positioning from Peanut Gallery. So based on this game, what kind of adaptations are you expecting in this following match?
I mean, I guess the Zillion ban. I think blue team's comp is actually pretty good. I mean, I've run like a lot of similar comps where you run like 2 or 3 tanks with like a Taric Sivir and you just run at them, but I guess the Zillion is just the hidden counter. I don't know.
Yeah.
They need to like they need to really work on their macro. They need to like instead of like just for some reason walking as 5 up to the enemy Nexus turret, you need to like bait around objectives and then like lull them in and then use the Sivir R to start team fights. But
Definitely a trigger they could have used to their advantage more often throughout the game, but overall, well played to the Toxic Kittens. Now we'll be going away for just a bit as we move into this next game. So now that's 1-0 in favor of Toxic Kittens. We'll see you guys shortly.